Heavenly Father, today I come to you with a powerful prayer for my son, lifting his heart, his mind, his inner world, and every quiet battle he carries into your loving and mighty hands. I thank you because you know him more deeply than anyone else ever could. You see the thoughts he does not speak, the pressures he does not explain, and the weight he sometimes carries in silence. You formed him with intention, purpose, and strength, and nothing about his life is accidental or overlooked by you. Today I ask you to draw near to him in a very personal way, to surround him with your peace, and to settle every storm that tries to rise within his mind. Let him feel your presence, not as a distant idea, but as a real and steady assurance that he is not alone in what he faces. Father, let this prayer reach the deepest places of his heart, where fear, confusion, or heaviness may have tried to settle. Lord, I ask you to place your peace over my son, like a strong and gentle covering, guarding his thoughts, calming his emotions, and bringing rest to his inner being. Your word says that you will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are stayed on you, and I declare that promise over his life right now. Where anxiety has tried to speak loudly, let your peace speak louder and take authority. Where his thoughts have raced ahead into worry or doubt, slow them down and anchor them in truth. Teach him how to breathe deeply in moments of stress, and to remember that you are present even when answers feel delayed. Let his mind become a place of clarity, calm, and confidence rather than confusion and fear. Father, strengthen my son's mind in ways that go beyond human ability, giving him mental endurance, emotional stability, and spiritual resilience. When life feels demanding or overwhelming, help him not to shut down or give up, but to stand firm with quiet strength. Your word reminds us that you have not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind, and I speak that soundness over him today. Let his thoughts align with truth, rather than lies that try to diminish his worth or potential. Teach him how to challenge negative thoughts and replace them with what you say about him. Make his mind a stronghold of faith, rather than a battlefield of fear. Lord, I pray that my son will learn how to rest internally, even when life around him feels noisy and demanding. Give him the ability to pause, to reflect, and to find stillness in your presence when everything else feels rushed. Let him know that his value is not defined by constant performance, pressure, or comparison. Remove the burden of unrealistic expectations that try to weigh him down. Teach him that it is okay to take things one step at a time and to trust you with what he cannot control. Let his inner peace become a steady foundation that supports him in every season. Father, protect my son's mind from discouragement, hopelessness, and emotional exhaustion. When setbacks come, help him not to internalize failure or see himself as defeated. Remind him that challenges are moments of growth, not proof of weakness. Give him the wisdom to learn from difficulties without allowing them to define him. Let resilience rise within him every time life tries to knock him down. Strengthen his ability to recover, refocus, and move forward with confidence. Lord, I ask you to guard my son's thoughts against voices that bring confusion, negativity, or self-doubt. Help him to discern which thoughts are from you and which ones he needs to let go of. Your word says to take every thought captive and make it obedient to Christ, and I ask you to teach him how to do that daily. Give him clarity when decisions feel heavy and direction when paths feel uncertain. Remove mental fog and replace it with focus and understanding. Let him think clearly, wisely, and purposefully. Father, give my son emotional strength to face relationships, responsibilities, and expectations with balance and maturity. Help him not to suppress his emotions or be ruled by them, but to understand and manage them with wisdom. Teach him how to express what he feels in healthy ways rather than bottling everything inside. Surround him with people who are supportive, understanding, and encouraging. Remove toxic influences that drain his peace or distort his sense of self. Let his emotional life be marked by stability, honesty, and growth. Lord, I pray that when my son feels mentally tired or emotionally worn down, he will know where to turn for renewal. Draw him into moments of rest with you that restore his strength and refresh his spirit. Remind him that even Jesus withdrew to quiet places to pray and rest, and that rest is not weakness but wisdom. Help him to release the pressure to always be strong on his own. Teach him to lean on you without shame or fear. Let him find renewed energy in your presence. Father, I ask you to give my son confidence that is rooted in truth, not pride or insecurity. Let him know who he is in you so deeply that external opinions lose their power over his peace. Remove the need to prove himself to others or to seek validation in unhealthy ways. Let him walk with quiet assurance, knowing that you are guiding his steps. Strengthen his identity so that criticism does not crush him and praise does not define him. Let his confidence be steady, grounded, and unshaken. Lord, protect my son from mental comparisons that steal joy and create unnecessary pressure. Help him to focus on his own path, rather than measuring his life against others. Remind him that you work uniquely in every person and every season. Give him patience with his own growth and compassion for himself when progress feels slow. Teach him to celebrate small victories and steady progress. Let gratitude replace frustration in his heart. Father, I pray that my son will develop strong coping skills for stress, disappointment, and uncertainty. When plans change or outcomes disappoint him, help him not to spiral into negative thinking. Give him the ability to adapt without losing hope. Let him see challenges as temporary and manageable with your help. Strengthen his problem-solving abilities and his capacity to remain calm under pressure. Let wisdom guide his responses rather than impulsive emotion. Lord, I ask you to protect my son's sleep, rest, and mental recovery. Quiet his mind at night when thoughts try to keep him awake. Remove mental replaying of worries, conversations, or fears. Your word says that you give your beloved rest, and I declare peaceful sleep over him. Let his body and mind recover fully so he can wake refreshed and focused. Restore what stress has drained from him. Father, give my son courage to face conversations, responsibilities, and challenges he may be avoiding due to fear or mental strain. Help him not to run from what needs to be addressed, but to face it with wisdom and calm strength. Go before him in difficult moments and prepare his mind with clarity. Let him speak with confidence and listen with understanding. Remove intimidation and replace it with quiet boldness. Let him trust that you are with him in every difficult moment. Lord, strengthen my son's ability to forgive, release, and move forward without carrying emotional baggage. Help him not to dwell on past mistakes, regrets, or hurts that no longer serve his future. Teach him that forgiveness brings freedom, not weakness. Heal any emotional wounds that still affect his thoughts or self-image. Replace bitterness with peace and understanding. Let emotional healing flow deeply and complete. Father, I pray that my son will grow mentally strong enough to stand firm in his values, even when pressure tries to sway him. Give him clarity about what matters most and courage to protect it. Help him to make decisions that bring peace rather than constant inner conflict. Let integrity guide his thoughts and actions. Remove confusion when choices feel overwhelming. Let wisdom anchor his mind. Lord, I ask you to fill my son with hope that looks forward rather than fear that looks backward. Help him to see possibilities instead of limitations. When uncertainty about the future tries to create anxiety, remind him that you already stand in his tomorrow. Give him confidence that his life is unfolding under your guidance. Let hope rise within him even in seasons of waiting. Strengthen his trust in your timing. Father, protect my son from mental burnout caused by overworking, overthinking, or carrying responsibility alone. Teach him how to pace himself wisely. Give him discernment to know when to push forward and when to rest. Remove the guilt that sometimes comes with slowing down. Let balance become a natural part of his life. Restore joy where stress has tried to dominate. Lord, I pray that my son will develop a disciplined and focused mind that can concentrate without constant distraction. Help him to manage his attention wisely in a world full of noise. Remove mental clutter and bring clarity to his priorities. Strengthen his ability to follow through and complete what he starts. Let productivity flow from peace rather than pressure. Guide his thoughts toward what is meaningful and beneficial. Father, I ask you to give my son inner strength to withstand criticism, misunderstanding, or rejection without losing his sense of worth. Help him not to take everything personally or allow others' opinions to define him. Teach him discernment to know when to listen and when to let go. Let emotional maturity rise within him. Give him grace to respond calmly rather than react defensively. Protect his peace in difficult interaction. Lord, surround my son with your presence in moments when he feels alone or misunderstood. Let him know deeply that you are near, even when human support feels limited. Speak reassurance into his heart when doubts try to creep in. Let him feel safe, bringing his fears and questions to you without hesitation. Strengthen his personal relationship with you as a source of stability. Let your voice be the loudest one he hears. Father, I pray that my son will learn how to set healthy mental and emotional boundaries that protect his peace. Help him to say no when necessary without guilt or fear. Teach him to protect his energy and emotional well-being. Remove the pressure to please everyone at the expense of himself. Let wisdom guide how much he gives and when he needs to step back. Bless him with balance and discernment. Lord, I ask you to develop within my son a resilient mindset that views setbacks as lessons rather than defeats. Help him to grow through challenges instead of shrinking under them. Give him the ability to reframe difficulties with hope and perspective. Let perseverance rise when things feel hard. Strengthen his determination to keep moving forward. Let his mindset be strong, flexible, and hopeful. Father, protect my son from mental isolation and the belief that he must handle everything alone. Help him to reach out when he needs support. Surround him with people who listen, encourage, and uplift him. Remove shame around asking for help. Let him understand that strength includes knowing when to lean on others. Build healthy connections that support his growth. Lord, I pray that my son's inner peace will not depend on circumstances, but on his trust in you. Teach him how to remain steady, even when things around him shift unexpectedly. Let his peace come from knowing you are in control. Remove fear of the unknown and replace it with faith. Anchor his heart in your promises. Let stability flow from relationship with you. Father, I ask you to seal my son's mind with your truth and protection. Let every anxious thought be replaced with faith-filled confidence. Strengthen him daily with fresh peace and renewed strength. Guide his thoughts, guard his emotions, and lead his decisions. Let his inner world become a place of safety, clarity, and courage. Cover him completely with your presence. Lord, I thank you because you are already working within my son, strengthening his mind and calming his heart. I trust you with every detail of his mental and emotional well-being. I release my worries and place him fully in your hands. Continue shaping him into a man of inner peace and mental strength. Let his life reflect stability, wisdom, and quiet confidence, rooted in you. Amen. If this prayer is for your son, write his name in the comments and write your own prayer for his inner peace and mental strength.